Hi friends, I am Professor Shalini Tarvade from Mechanical Department. Now let's start the next unit of MQC, that is gear terminology. In this unit we will say gear terminology, different types of gears and various methods of measurement of gears. Okay, now let's start with basic introduction to gears. Okay, we all know gears are toothed wheels. They are generally used for transmission of power or motion, generally from one shaft to another shaft without slip. Okay, they are thus positive in action. Their action is considered positive and they provides us constant velocity ratio. Okay, and this is basic requirement of any machineries. Okay, so gears are mainly used for transmission of power or motion from one shaft to another shaft without slip. Okay, thus they are positive in action and they gives us constant velocity. Okay, generally the transmission efficiency of any gear is 99%. Okay, but sometimes errors are present in gears which interferes with efficient operation of that machine. Okay, for example machine tools, vehicles, okay, etc. Here the accuracy of gears both as their geometric form and size has effect on operation of machine. Okay, or suppose freedom from noise. Okay, now we will see different types of gears before moving towards terminology of gear tooth. As we all have studied different types of gears, they are generally spur gears or helical gears, bevel gears, own and own wheel, rack and pinion, internal gears, etc. We will see them in details later. Okay, I will just give brief introduction about them. Spur gears. Okay, we all know these gears has their teeth parallel to center line of the gear. Okay, they are parallel. The tooths that are present on these gears are parallel to the center line of gear. Okay, hence they are used for transmitting power between two parallel shafts. Okay, then helical gear. Okay, in helical gear the tooths are cut at an angle with axis of gear. Okay, these form a helical part around gear. Okay, so these shafts can be used for transmitting power from parallel shafts or non-parallel and non-intersecting shafts also. Okay, we all have observed bevel gears. Okay, there we use right angles. Their axis of two gears intersect each other at right angles. Okay, in these bevel gears teeth are cut at conical surface. Okay, on a conical surface. Okay, these bevel gears are used for connecting driving shaft and driven shaft when both axes are intersecting each other at right angle triangle. Okay, we all know intergears. In internal gears are found at inner side of wheel. Okay, now we will move towards gear terminology. Okay, we all know the important terms which are used in measurements of gear forms terminology of gear. We will see one by one different terms used for defining gears. Okay, we will start with addendum. Okay, addendum is height of tooth above the pitch circle. We will see in diagram. Here we can see pitch circle. Okay, and addendum outside, this is addendum circle. Okay, then this is addendum. Okay, so what is addendum? It is a radial height of tool from pitch circle to tip of tooth. From pitch circle, this is pitch circle and this is tip of tooth. It is radial height between both, and this is nothing but addendum circle. Addendum circle is circle which limits the top of tooth gear and represents maximum diameter is called as addendum circle. It represents maximum diameter of that gear. Okay, this addendum circle, and the distance between addendum circle and pitch circle, difference between these both is addendum. Okay, we will move towards next concept, that is clearance. Okay, what is clearance? It is distance between outside diameter of gear and root diameter of its mate. Okay, when both gears are meeting, the distance between outer diameter of gear and root diameter of its mate. Okay, so it is radial distance from the tip of tooth to the bottom of meeting tooth space when the teeth are symmetrically engaged, and its standard value here given. What is its standard value? 0.17157 m. Okay, similar way we will see dedendum. Dedendum is the depth of tooth below the pitch circle, and addendum is above the pitch circle, and dedendum is below the pitch circle. Okay, here we can see this is pitch circle, then this is suppose dedendum circle, and this distance, radial distance, is nothing but dedendum. Okay, it is radial distance from the pitch circle to bottom of tooth space. Okay, it is actually radial depth of tooth from pitch circle to root of teeth or dedendum circle. Okay, here important formula is given. Dedendum is equal to addendum plus clearance. Okay, that is, if addendum is generally represented by m plus, as I said, clearance 0.157 m, then what will be this dedendum? 1.153 m. Okay, in this we will see basic terms which we have seen. This is dedendum, pitch circle, this is dedendum circle, this is this is addendum circle, this is dedendum circle, or we generally called it as root circle. The radial depth above the pitch circle till tip of tooth, it is addendum, and radial distance from pitch circle to end of tooth or root of tooth is dedendum. Okay, are this concept clear? Now we will move towards next concept, face of tooth. Okay, now we will see face of tooth. Okay, it is side surface of tooth above pitch circle and perpendicular to plane of gear. Okay, here we can see face of tooth. Here it is given face of tooth. Okay, it is side surface of tooth above the pitch circle perpendicular to plane of gear. It is perpendicular to plane of gear. Okay, it is that part of tooth which is above the pitch surface. Okay, now flank of tooth, it is below the pitch surface. It is that part of tooth surface which is below the pitch surface. Here we can see flank. It is given. It is this flank of teeth is side surface of tooth below the pitch circle. Okay, below the pitch circle, and it is perpendicular to plane of gear. Okay, it is below this pitch circle. Okay, and this face is above pitch circle. Okay, now we will see next, tooth thickness is given here. What is tooth thickness? It is thickness of tooth measured along the pitch circle. When thickness of tooth is measured along the pitch circle, it is tooth thickness. Okay, here tooth thickness is indicated here. See, this is nothing but tooth thickness. Okay, next one, hole depth and working depth. Here formulas are given for hole depth. Hole depth is sum of addendum and dedendum of tooth. It is sum of addendum and dedendum of tooth. And working depth it is greatest depth to which a tooth of one gear extends into tooth space of mating gear. Here formula is given for working depth, addendum plus dedendum minus clearance. Okay, Are this concept clear? We will move towards next concept. It is pitch circle. Okay. What is pitch circle? When gears sets are visualized as a pair of smooth contacting discs, okay, then pitch circle of gears correspond to diameter of both disc, okay. For example, in every pair of gears in mesh, when they are in mesh, two circles representing two plane wheels in contact are always assumed to exist, okay, and this is pitch circle. Its diameter is pitch circle diameter. Here we can see this is pitch circle. Here we can say this is pitch circle, okay. It is pitch circle is operating pitch circle will always correspond any variation in central distance, okay. Now next point, pitch point, okay. We will see pitch point. It is point of contact between pitch circle of both gears in mesh. It is point of contact between two pitch circles of two gears when both are meshed, okay. When a pair of gears are operating in mesh, the point which is tangent between both pitch circle, it is called as pitch point, okay. Now we will see next concept, that is circular pitch. This circular pitch is distance between or distance measured along pitch circle from one point on one gear to corresponding point on adjacent gear. It is distance measured across pitch circle, okay, from one point on one gear to corresponding point on adjacent gear, okay. Its formula is given. Suppose for spur gear, a circular pitch is given by PC. Circular pitch is given by PC is equal to, suppose, pi into d upon t. Pi into d upon t, okay. Here d is pitch circle diameter, t is number of teeth, and m is module, okay. We can also write it as we all know, d upon t is equal to m, so PC becomes pi m, okay. Then diametric pitch. What is diametric pitch? It is number of teeth per unit length of pitch circle diameter, okay. This diametric pitch is represented by diametric pitch is represented by dp, and it is number of teeth per unit length of diametric pitch circle diameter, okay. Okay, is it clear? Okay. And this module m is 1 upon diametric pitch, okay. What is module m? It is linear distance in mm, okay, that each tooth of gear would occupy if there were space along the diametric pitch diameter, okay. It is reciprocal of diametric pitch, okay. Now we will move towards last, that is backlash, okay. What is backlash? It is amount by which width of tooth space exceeds the thickness of engaging gear tooth, okay. It is achieved by either decreasing tooth thickness slightly or increasing tooth space on one or both members, or by increasing central distance between gears, okay. This can prevent binding and compensates for efforts of thermal expansion, suppose machining or installation variation, etc., okay. Backlash, the diameter through which a gear can be rotated to bring its non-working flank in contact with teeth of mating gears. Is it clear? Now we will move towards next point, that is pressure angle or angle of obliquity. It is angle which common normal to two teeth at a point of contact makes with common tangent to two pitch circle at a point. Okay, it is angle which is common normal to two teeth at a point of contact. Okay, which makes with common tangent to two points at pitch points. Okay, thank you.